Rare tick virus spreading fast. New cases in the Northeast. Deadly infections from tiny bites. Tick-borne diseases expanding. Welcome to Preppers News. News and current events from a prepper's perspective. I use a computer-generated voice in these videos because my own is hard to understand due to an injury. Today, we're covering a growing threat that could impact anyone spending time outdoors: the spread of Powassan virus and other dangerous tick-borne diseases across the United States. We'll explain what Powassan virus is, where it's turning up, and how it compares to more familiar threats like Lyme disease. We'll also cover why these illnesses are spreading, what symptoms to look out for, and what you can do to stay safe. Powassan virus is rare, but it's deadly. It's carried by several types of ticks, including the same black-legged ticks, or deer ticks, that spread Lyme disease. Unlike Lyme, Powassan can infect you in as little as 15 minutes after a tick bite, sometimes even faster. The virus attacks the central nervous system. It can cause brain swelling, long-term neurological damage, and in some cases, death. There's no treatment and no vaccine. All doctors can do is manage the symptoms and hope the patient recovers. In recent months, Powassan cases have been confirmed in states like Connecticut and Maine. At least one of them was fatal. These aren't isolated cases. Health officials believe the true number of infections is much higher, and the virus is spreading into new areas each year. This isn't just a problem for people who hike in deep woods. Ticks are now showing up in backyards, parks, and suburban greenbelts. The Northeast and Midwest are the worst affected, but the range is expanding. And Powassan isn't the only disease we need to worry about. Most people have heard of Lyme disease, and for good reason. It's the most common tick-borne illness in the U.S., with over 35,000 confirmed cases each year, though the CDC estimates the real number could be over 400,000. Lyme can cause long-term fatigue, joint pain, and neurological issues if not caught early. But there are others you might not know about, and they're on the rise too. Babesiosis is a parasitic infection sometimes called American malaria. It infects red blood cells and can be deadly for people with weakened immune systems. Cases have been increasing steadily in the Northeast and Upper Midwest. Then there's anaplasmosis, a bacterial disease causing fever, chills, and muscle aches. It can be serious if left untreated, and cases have more than doubled over the past decade. Ehrlichiosis is another bacterial illness, with symptoms that often look like the flu. It's spreading across southern and central states, with more than 2,000 cases a year now being reported. And in 2024, Connecticut confirmed its first case of Rickettsia parkeri ehrlichiosis, an illness similar to Rocky Mountain spotted fever. It's milder than RMSF, but it's still a sign that new diseases are turning up in places they weren't seen before. These aren't just one-off infections. The pattern is clear. Tick-borne diseases are increasing, expanding into new regions, and becoming more severe. So why is this happening? There are a few key reasons. First, warmer winters and longer growing seasons are allowing ticks to survive and stay active for more of the year. Areas that used to be too cold are now well within their range. Second, human expansion into wooded and semi-rural areas brings more people into regular contact with tick habitats. Subdivisions built near forests, overgrown trails behind homes, and even backyard gardens can all become hotspots. Third, growing populations of deer and small mammals, especially mice and chipmunks, are fueling tick populations. These animals carry ticks and the pathogens they spread, creating a perfect storm. The result is a steady increase in both tick numbers and disease cases, including in places that haven't seen them before. That means preppers in nearly every state need to take this seriously, even if you've never had to worry about ticks in the past. The good news is that there are steps you can take to protect yourself and reduce the risk. Start with personal protection. Use insect repellent that contain DEET, picaridin, or oil of lemon eucalyptus. Make sure they're EPA approved. Wear long sleeves and pants when walking through grass, brush, or woods. Tuck your pants into your socks to stop ticks from crawling up your legs. After spending time outdoors, do a full body tick check. Pay close attention to hidden areas like behind the knees, under the arms, and along the hairline. Removing a tick quickly can reduce the risk of infection. At home, keep your yard trimmed and clear of brush. Ticks thrive in tall grass, leaf litter, and shady, damp spots. If you live near woods, consider creating a barrier between your lawn and the tree line using gravel or wood chips. For preppers, it's worth adding tick removal tools to your first aid kit. A fine-tipped pair of tweezers or a proper tick removal tool, linked in the video description, can help you remove a tick without breaking it apart. And don't forget to include antiseptic in a sealable bag to save the tick in case testing is needed later. If you spend a lot of time outdoors, hunting, foraging, hiking, or doing yard work, make tick checks part of your daily routine. Prevention is a whole lot easier than treatment, especially in a long-term emergency where medical help may not be available. Tick-borne diseases aren't just something to worry about on a summer hike anymore. They're spreading, becoming more dangerous, and showing up in places they've never been before. Powassan virus is just one example, but it's a serious one. And it's a reminder that even small threats can have big consequences when systems break down. For preppers, this is about more than health. It's about readiness. Whether you're bugging in, bugging out, or just living close to the land, protecting yourself from tick-borne illnesses should be part of your regular routine. If this video helped you stay informed, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And check out our website for more prepper-focused updates and practical advice. There's a link in the video description. Thanks for watching Preppers News. Stay sharp, stay safe, and keep preparing.